Welcome back to the Herb Library. Let's open today's page of nature's wisdom. What if younger skin, pain-free joints, a body that ages in reverse, wasn't in a $200 jar of cream? What if it was growing in your garden bed, your spice rack, a forest floor you walk past every day? Most people think collagen means powder tubs and dermatologist visits. They're wrong. And don't write this off as folk remedy nonsense. These plants work on the same clinical machinery your skin and joints use to build collagen. Real enzymes, real receptors, real pathways scientists are studying right now. 10 plants. Number 6, a berry so loaded with vitamin C it makes oranges look amateur. Number 7, a mineral so concentrated researchers call it one of the richest sources on Earth. Number 8, a compound that flips the hormonal switch, quietly shutting your collagen down as you age. Collagen isn't a skin thing. It's the most abundant protein in your body. It holds your joints together. It flexes your bones. It keeps your skin from sagging. And here's the part nobody tells you. The decline starts in your mid-20s. It accelerates every decade after. Want to do something about it instead of just watching? Hit subscribe. Let's get into it. Today's library entry is Number 1. Gotu kola, the ancient herb that wakes up your collagen cells. We're starting with one of the best researched plants on this list, and most people in the West have never heard of it. Gotu kola, Centella asiatica, has been used in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine for thousands of years. Science is finally catching up. Gotu kola's active triterpenes, asiaticoside and madecassoside, trigger the TGF-beta receptor pathway and phosphorylate SMAD2 and SMAD3, the signals that tell your fibroblasts to start producing type 1 collagen. And this trigger works even when the receptor itself is aging. It doesn't need the front door fully open to deliver the message. Grows easily in moist, warm climates. Keep it in a humid pot indoors. Use the leaves as tea, tincture, or capsules. Number 2. Aloe vera, more than a sunburn remedy. It's probably on your windowsill right now. You have no idea what it can do. In a 12-week clinical trial, people who took aloe sterols orally, not topically, showed a measurable increase in skin elasticity and dermal collagen density. The mechanism: aloe's sterols switch on COL1A1 and COL3A1 in fibroblasts, the blueprints your cells read to build collagen. Here's the other side. MMPs, matrix metalloproteinases, are enzymes whose job is cutting collagen fibers apart. They're the villain of this story. Aging, UV exposure, inflammation, all wake them up. Keeping collagen younger isn't just making more of it. It's slowing down how fast these enzymes tear it back down. Aloe thrives on neglect. Blend the gel into smoothies or take a sterol supplement. Number 3. Korean ginseng, the root that turns the collagen signal back up. Known for energy and endurance, but in lab studies, ginseng's ginsenosides phosphorylate SMAD2 directly, stimulating fibroblasts to proliferate and produce more collagen. Ginseng also protects fibroblasts from UVB-induced apoptosis, helping your collagen-producing cells survive the exact sun damage that wakes up those MMP enzymes. In one trial, participants took a standardized enzyme-treated red ginseng extract 3 times daily for 24 weeks. Result? Fewer facial wrinkles, better elasticity. Korean ginseng is slow-growing. The standardized root extract is the practical route. Number 4. Turmeric, the golden root that calms the damage cascade. Most people know it as an anti-inflammatory spice and stop there. But curcumin inhibits NF-κB signaling and blocks inflammatory messengers like TNF-alpha. It also protects against UV-induced glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen and make it stiff and brittle. In a 42-day trial, 2 grams of microencapsulated curcumin daily significantly reduced facial wrinkle area and redness. The catch: curcumin barely absorbs on its own. Pair it with black pepper's piperine or cook it in fat. Number 5. Rosehip, the part of the rose everyone throws away. People grow roses for the flower and toss the fruit. That's where the value is. Rosehip's quercetin directly upregulates TGF-beta signaling, while its antioxidants neutralize free radical damage at the cell membrane. It also contains GOPO, studied for joint inflammation. In an 8-week trial with standardized rosehip powder, researchers documented a significant reduction in crow's feet, plus improved moisture and elasticity. Harvest in autumn, dry for tea, or powder into smoothies. Everything so far, the herbs, the roots, the science behind why they work, I've pulled it into one place. The exact standardized extracts researchers used, so you don't have to dig through clinical databases yourself. Now back to the list. The next 5 are going to surprise you. Number 6. Camu, the tiny berry that makes an orange look like an amateur. Deep in the Amazon, growing wild along riverbanks in Peru and Brazil, is a berry most people have never heard of. Here's the number that should stop you. Camu contains around 2,700 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams. An orange has roughly 53 milligrams, different category entirely. Here's why that matters. Vitamin C isn't a nice-to-have for collagen. It's a required cofactor. Your body builds collagen through prolyl and lysyl hydroxylase, 2 enzymes that physically cannot function without it. No vitamin C, no properly cross-linked collagen. Full stop. Camu also carries antioxidants that neutralize the oxidative stress that accelerates MMP activity, the same enzyme working against you since item 2. Doesn't grow outside the tropics, but freeze-dried powder retains the profile and blends into any smoothie. Number 7. Bamboo, the plant holding one of the richest silica concentrations on Earth. This is the one I teased at the top. Bamboo extract contains organic, bioavailable silica at roughly 70% concentration by dry weight, about 10 times more than horsetail, the plant most people think of first for silica. Why does silica matter? It's the essential cofactor for prolyl hydroxylase, the same enzyme vitamin C feeds into. They're not competing solutions, they're 2 inputs into the same assembly line. Without enough silica, your body can transcribe all the procollagen it wants. The strands won't cross-link into a stable matrix. Take it as an oral supplement, 200 to 300 milligrams daily. It also shows up in stronger nails and hair, because silica-dependent collagen isn't just a skin story. Number 8. Licorice. The root researchers are studying for its ability to flip a hormonal switch on your skin. Here's the mechanism mystery item. Licorice root contains phytoestrogens, including liquoridogenin, which researchers are studying for their ability to interfere with estrogen receptor beta, densely expressed in your dermal fibroblasts. Activate that receptor, and it upregulates COL1A1 and COL3A1, the genes that build type 1 and type 3 collagen. In a 24-hour lab study, licorice extract significantly increased both collagen genes expression and boosted pro-collagen I protein secretion by 70% within 48 hours. This matters most as natural estrogen declines with age. Licorice works around that decline instead of depending on it. Typically used topically in a gel or cream. Number 9. Soybean, the everyday food quietly working the same hormonal pathway. Soybean picks up exactly where licorice left off. Soy isoflavones, genistein and didzane, bind to that same estrogen receptor beta. In a 6-month clinical trial, postmenopausal women taking 30 grams of soy protein isolate daily saw average wrinkle severity drop by 6.5%, plus a measurable increase in cheek hydration. Where MMP enzymes tear collagen down, this pathway builds it back up. Soy protein isolate with added isoflavones is the studied form, as simple as a daily shake. Number 10. Pomegranate, the one I've been building toward. This ties the whole list together. Pomegranate is rich in punicalagins, some of the most potent antioxidants in any known food. They directly neutralize the reactive oxygen species that trigger MMP1 activation, closing the loop on the villain from item 2. In a 12-week trial using a standardized botanical blend containing pomegranate, researchers documented a 23.3% decrease in forehead wrinkle volume and a 24% reduction in wrinkle count. Pomegranate also contains urolithins, compounds your gut bacteria produce from its polyphenols, studied for their effects on cellular cleanup tied to tissue aging. Grow it in a warm, dry climate, or take it as juice or extract. This is the plant that closes out every mechanism in this video: synthesis, cross-linking, and protection from the enzyme that's been working against you the entire time. 10 plants. Thousands of years of traditional use. Now, real clinical mechanisms behind every one of them. Ancient healers were right. They just didn't have the language for prolyl hydroxylase, SMAD signaling, estrogen receptor beta. They just knew these plants worked. Here's what you know now that most people don't. Collagen decline isn't just something that happens to you. It's a battle. Synthesis versus breakdown. The pathways these 10 plants activate versus the MMP enzymes tearing collagen back down. Now you know which side to feed. Here's how this looks day to day. Gotu kola as a morning tincture. Turmeric in your cooking. Rosehip tea in the afternoon. Camu camu in a smoothie. Pomegranate juice in the evening. That's the whole protocol. Information without action is just entertainment. This doesn't require overhauling your life. It requires doing it. If this changed how you see your spice rack or your backyard, hit like, hit subscribe. Every week we go this deep on the plants and protocols that actually move the needle. If you're enjoying these library entries, subscribe and become part of our growing library of herbal learners. Drop a comment. Which one are you starting with? The herb library is now closed until our next library entry. Stay curious, stay informed, and let nature be your teacher.